God has not forgotten you. You're single because He is deliberately protecting, preparing, and positioning you. And the truth most people won't say is that some relationships would have quietly destroyed your purpose before it even started, because not every connection is from God, and not every good man is God's man for you. And if you're honest, you've already seen moments where something felt right emotionally, but deeply wrong spiritually. And that is the hidden mercy of God stepping in. Because Proverbs 3 verse 5 warns you not to lean on your own understanding. Yet many rush into relationships out of pressure, loneliness, or fear of time, not realizing that God is more concerned with your destiny than your temporary comfort. So one shocking reason you're still single is that God is refining your identity. Because if you don't know who you are in Him, you will accept who someone else tells you that you are. And 1 Peter 2 verse 9 reminds you that you are chosen, royal, set apart. But if you don't fully believe that, you will settle for less than what reflects that identity, and God will not allow you to enter a covenant while you still doubt your worth, because marriage does not fix insecurity, it exposes it, and what you secretly struggle with now will only grow louder inside a relationship. So He keeps you in this season not to punish you, but to strengthen you, to build a version of you that doesn't beg for love, but recognizes it when it comes. And another reason is that God is breaking unhealthy patterns you may not even realize you carry. Patterns from past heartbreaks, family wounds, or silent fears that influence your choices. Because Judges 6 verse 12 shows God calling Gideon a mighty warrior while he was still hiding. Meaning God sees who you are becoming, not just who you've been. And if He allowed you into a relationship too early, you might repeat cycles you were meant to break, choosing familiar pain over unfamiliar purpose. So He slows you down, even when it feels frustrating, because healing is not instant and discernment is learned. And then there's a deeper, often ignored reason. God is teaching you how to be fulfilled in Him first. Because if your happiness depends on a relationship, you will unknowingly turn that person into an idol. And Exodus 20 verse 3 warns that nothing should take God's place in your heart. Yet many desire marriage so strongly that it becomes the center of their focus, their prayers, even their identity. And God, in His wisdom, will remove or delay anything that competes with Him. Not because He wants you alone, but because He wants you aligned. Because a relationship built on dependency will collapse under pressure, but one built on two whole individuals rooted in God will stand. And another hidden truth is that timing matters more than desire. Because Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 says God makes everything beautiful in its time, not your time. And the danger is that when you rush ahead of God, you often meet people who are not prepared for where you're going, and they will either slow you down or pull you off course. So God sometimes keeps you single because the man assigned to your life is still in his own process, being built, corrected, and aligned, just like you are. And if you met too early, you might reject each other or damage what God intended to be right. And finally, God may be calling you to a season of focus that marriage would complicate, because purpose requires attention. And 1 Corinthians 7 verse 34 speaks about how a single woman can be devoted to the Lord without distraction. Meaning there are things God wants to do through you right now that require your full availability, your undivided energy, your obedience without compromise. And while the world may pressure you with timelines and expectations, God operates on purpose, not pressure. And what feels like delay is often divine strategy. Because He is not just preparing you for love, He is preparing love for you. And the real warning here is this: don't let loneliness push you into what God is protecting you from. Because the wrong relationship will cost you peace, clarity, and sometimes even your calling. So instead of asking, why am I still single? Begin to ask, what is God building in me right now? Because the moment you shift your focus, you will start to see that this season is not empty. It is intentional, it is sacred, and it is shaping you into a woman who will not just enter a relationship, but one who will walk into it with wisdom, strength, and divine alignment. And when that time finally comes, you will realize God was not late. He was precise.